Good afternoon, Jack Daniels, Coach Jack Daniels at the Boxers Trainers channel. And I believe this is a great subject I'm about to announce, and that is all the garbage and nonsense associated with boxing, right? I really don't have to explain that, but I will for those that are less fortunate to not to be so attached to boxing as a lot of us are, that they have allowed the behavior of the boxing atmosphere to collapse from within behind all the nonsense that is associated with making a fight, promoting the fight, and generally just acting out in certain ways that are unproductive to the fight. And that involves, in my opinion, the majority of the people associated with the sport of boxing, from the promoters, the trainers, the boxers, the whole gamut, right? It is a sad day for boxing in the sense that it is going downhill as we speak. And that is the subject of today's podcast. And I would appreciate it if those that are tuned in or anticipating tuning in will comment on this so we can try to resolve this issue. And that brings up a very important point. My ambition, as I've stated on numerous occasions, is to help bring boxing back to its glory, right? Boxing at one time was one of the sought out after sport in the sport in the sport industry, I should say. But today, I just don't know if that's still the case. It can't be with, with all the drama. I mean, there's just drama at every turn. Last night, I was doing some reviews of some tapes, and not gonna point people out because of my dissatisfaction. And there's a reason for that, right? And I'm going to keep that to myself. But last night I was just reviewing some tapes, and I just was like off and on with whether I was going to continue to listen to it or turn it off. And at the end of the day, I ended up turning it off because I was just so outdone by the verbiage, the negativity associated with, some say this is promotion. I don't know. If I would, as a promoter or as a trainer or a person that's in the geographics of the boxing scene, I don't know if I could put myself in a position to say certain things that apparently, in my opinion, that are looked down upon, those that are saying, and us as a people, right? I just don't know if I could put myself in a position where I can do that in the name of promoting a show or what's in the best interest of boxing. I mean, the point is the conversation that I'm talking about was so uh, undignified. Is an absolute tremendous word, undignified. That I just say, am I am I going to watch this? Or am I going to sit back and act like it's not happening? No, I didn't do either. What I really did was I tuned off. Excuse me, I tuned off. And um, uh, I tuned off because I was just so overwhelmed with emotions because I just don't know. I just don't know what direction boxing is going in if y'all, I'm talking about y'all, the viewers, don't help turn the climate, excuse me, of boxing around. What I mean by that is this is a platform, right, to address issues not only in boxing, but issues as they pertain to life in general, right? Per se, it's about boxing, but I also believe in using a platform where it like is in the best interest of the people. I'm a people's person. I believe in people. I have not and will not surrender my belief that there's still a, a humongous amount of goodwill in humanity. I believe in humanity. You know what I mean? Contrary to all the heinous thing that goes on in the world today. Hey, look, somebody got to believe in humanity. Somebody got to believe that um, uh, change is going to come. You know what I mean? It's going to come. But it's not going to come unless those in the power of knowledge and the know, right, bring these issues to the table, right? But I can't do this by myself. Yes, and I'm speaking of me as one of the individuals. I can't do this by myself unless the only logical um, uh, uh, explanation for what I'm saying to y'all now is to promote and build this platform, right? In the name of boxing, but also in the name of humanity, right? And the thing is, I cannot do anything without the support of the people. It's just like um, changing the dynamics of what goes on in the world today. Excuse me. Can't change cannot transpire unless y'all decide enough is enough. The people, the people, right? We ain't talking about no individuals because they got money or they rich or they got this or that, right? A brother made a comment last night. It ain't what you got, right? It's what you got in you that counts. And that was like that was like fuel for the fire for me because that is true, right? It ain't what you got. Yeah, I mean, if those that hear me can come back and say that they ever heard me brag about I got this or I got that, you know what I'm saying? I'll stop broadcasting if they can come back and say that because I was trained differently, right? I was trained by uh, a cadre of brothers that believe in humanity that I do, right? And there was a lot of things that y'all can do that I can't do, right? That's a part of transitioning out of the darkness into the light, right? Being in an environment where change is you commanded to change, right? In the positive, right? Intellectually, discipline wise, whatever comes about in the positivity, I have had the opportunity to be a part of, and I'm overwhelmed with joy because of that, right? It wasn't always pleasant. But nothing. Who says life is pleasant? Anyway, let's get back to don't get me started. Right. My point in uh, the discussion at this juncture is unless I build this platform up to expectation in regards to subscriberships, right? So I can build a uh, a legacy, whereas I can transition from the things that I discussed today into material things, right? And I've said this. I said this once before, and I'm gonna say it again. This ain't just about me. If I succeed, y'all succeed, and I don't mean that literally. No, excuse me. I mean that literally, right? If I turn this platform into $1 million platform based on YouTube and the way that they pay you for actually advertising because that's what it's really all about, right? Right. That's not all for me. That's not only for me. That's for everybody involved. And I'm not going to get into the particulars on how I would work that out, but I'm telling you, in my thought process, if I succeed, y'all succeed. Now, I need for y'all to take that and take me by my word and jump in and help me build my scholarship up. That's what is needed today, right? Because I can make all the accusations in the world, but if I can't get out there amongst those uh, hmm, buffoons, right? I mean, get in the midst of in them gyms and at those events. I can't. I mean, isn't anything gonna change? Excuse me. So what I'm saying is, I need to be on this platform, or you can continue to watch boxing and uh just loose lips sink ships. Loose lips sink ships. Right. So what I'm saying is, I don't plan on having loose lips. I'm gonna speak about it. I'm gonna talk about it. Boxing. You know what I'm saying? Whatever is needed to say in order to bring about positive productivity. So help me build my subscription base. And I don't hey, look, check. Like I can I can make some phone calls and push some buttons and have people on the air and all. I ain't doing that because if those that know me don't have enough respect and enough love for me to promote what I'm doing, then I don't want it. I don't need it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you really ain't who you say you are. Shout out to Bud Boxing. You know what I mean? So I need the people to jump in and push this machine. Because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make a machine. You know what I'm saying? A machine that self-sustains itself. You heard me? So let's get to this nonsense, man. Look, this I just need to kind of talk about this nonsense with Ryan Garcia, right? You know what I'm saying? For me, as an individual, as a as a scholar uh, of the intellectual gathering, right? I simply can't find enough intellect to support what Ryan Garcia says or is doing, right? Do I believe it? No. Do I believe that he's having some breakdowns? No. Right. This is all in Ryan Garcia's mind, in my opinion, about the dollar bill. Right. This is about promoting that fight. Right. It's about tricking y'all into believing whatever you want to believe that brings that dollar count up in viewership and uh 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 showing up at the fight. That's what this is about. That's what this nonsense is about. Ryan Garcia has every intention of making that fight. And I don't know for certain that those that are participating in this event are certain of that, but let's be scientifically real. Why would he do this all of a sudden? What logical reason would he do that when bombarding his career is at the forefront of what he's doing? This is an ugly look for Ryan Garcia, in my opinion, right? I mean, you have too many scenarios that just started to happen in this man's career. You know what I mean? Minus the fact that Ryan Garcia has constantly been a liar. I don't think there's many of y'all can lie, can deny that. He's a fabricator of the truth. That's what he do, right? How Bob, how Bill Haney said, piss on your head and tell people it's rain. Now that fits right across here, in my opinion. That's my opinion, right? But I'm quite sure, like I said, I'm quite sure it's more of y'all that believe that Ryan Garcia is a perpetrated fraud, right? So that being said, like this is a part of what I was talking about when I said I need y'all to help me build this platform, right? So I can, because I ain't. Look, check this out. I have been trained at spoken for its right to challenge. I don't care what it is. If you're in my presence, I'm gonna challenge you. You know what I mean? You might not like it, right? And I might not like doing it. But if logic insists that you perpetrating fraud on the people, right? I gotta speak up. I have to. It's mandated by me. It's in me to smash nonsense. Period. You know what I'm saying? Period. And I believe in my heart that we as a people, right, if we was strong enough to start smashing out the falsehoods whenever they arise, right, we would start to grow and develop. We know deep down internally that a lot of the stuff that we do is wrong. But what do? We get it behind the doors and we chop it up with one another. Instead of taking a positive approach to it, we talking about what you think about so and so and so and so. Look, check this out. We ain't gonna never get nothing done like that, man. Nothing. Sisters and brothers, we ain't get nothing like that. You got to be vigorous in your approach to anything in this world. This is a mean, hard, cold world that we live in. Look, don't start me. Do not start me with that. But we talking about boxing. Anyway, about boxing. So I did happen to have a conversation with someone about Keith Thurman and Tim Zoot. I did mention the other day, but it is becoming so humorous to me because, damn, Tim Zoot act like he really gonna knock Keith Thurman out in 2 rounds. Keith one time Thurman. One time Thurman is like, I ain't going for that, man. You know what I'm saying? You can say that if you want to, but you know what I'm saying? From a boxer's perspective, right? It kind of seems like shout out to Buzz Boxer. We have to save the sport, bring it back. We can't let our sport slip away. Hey, shout out to Buzz Boxing in that regard because he's absolutely right. It ain't just on me and Bud. It's on everybody. So get unbusy chasing them dreams and get active. Like I said, get active. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hey, you got a lot of black brothers and sisters with podcasters that's trying to do the right thing, right? Stop hating it and start subscribing to some of these people. If they prove to be untrue to what they say or what they do, cancel them out. That's how you gotta do. But in the meantime, start treating people and helping people like you want to be helped and treated. Anyway, Dr. Keith Douglas, look, actually speaking, I must really love boxing because, you know what I'm saying, politically speaking, yeah, I got a lot of ammunition. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this for over 30 years, representing the people for over 30 years, truly representing the people for over 30 years, over 40 years. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't take that and twist it up and say, "Wait, which one is it?" It's whatever I say it is, right? It could be. Matter of fact, it might be somewhere close to 50 because I'm almost 75. You feel me? So, and let the record reflect. I don't do no lying and faking. You know what I'm saying? I don't do no playing, right? That's what is one of the reasons for why we're in the state that we're in now, right? The first thing that we're in the state, especially with boxing, is because there's a lot of money being spread, right? And the taxes associated with that money, right, puts people psychologically to sleep. Where the only thing they see, I gotta get some more money. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I got to get me some more money, and whatever it takes to get some more money. Well, I gotta do get some more money. That's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Come on. You know what I mean? Intellectually speaking, as long as one can be taken care of, the creator is allowing a person to take care of himself by the means that he has provided with them. That's all that really matters. You know what I'm saying? All hey, look, you can build all the wealth in the world that you want, but you can't take it with you. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, who knows what happens to that money, right? When you once you leave here, is it going to be taken care of, and is it going to create uh, uh, wealth building for the next generation, or does it get squandered away? What are you doing about that part of Harvard and making that dollar? You can, I don't care who you are. At the end of the day, you ain't taking none of that with you. You know what I'm saying? And uh, the way that you preserve it, right? It depends on how you uh, treat the way you orchestrate putting that money to use with plans on leaving here one day. Right. It's kind of like simple mathematics with me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't bragging about nothing because I ain't got all everything that I want. I want more so than anything in this world that I want is to do something historical in nature before I leave here. And this platform right here and y'all, right, can help me to do that. Yeah. So it's either you in or you ain't. I ain't tripping because I'm gonna do it. Hey, look, check this out. I've been making a way for over 70 years. You know what I'm saying? One way or the other. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't always in a position where I could or would make these type of references, right? Because before I got into a certain situation where I was around that type of mindset, right? I was just ignorant as the next man. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't too many things that I didn't and wouldn't do. You know, to get some money or to involve myself in some garbage, some foolishness, right? But once I got to the point where I got tired of making a fool of myself, you know what I'm saying? I got tired of not of watching him make millions, and I didn't have a quarter. You know, what I'm saying? I took a position when I was about, I want to say 40s, right? I took a position. Now I want you to hear me when I say this, right? I took a position that if he can use his brain to get money, so can I. Picked up books and I started critiquing them letters, and start critiquing the my everything, right? And I'm not gonna get off into the way that went to, but I will say that I'm all right. I ain't wanting for nothing. You know what I mean? I ain't bragging. I'm just saying. I'm giving you a reference point to let you know that if you put in the work necessary, you can do the same damn thing. Right? That's what I'm trying to tell you. Right? It's all in the thought process. You know what I'm saying? And you could be out there doing what you do, right? Being distracted with the nonsense, right? That's gonna keep you in a state of stupidity, right? Or you can listen to this intelligent black man and take heed. Shout out to Bud Box. Bud Box and say, I'm in. Love you for that, brother. Yeah, this is what it's about. It's about everybody having a collective thought together and putting the work in, right? And for y'all boxing fans, it's about building these podcasts. Not just mine, those that are involved. That's like-minded, that think about changing things, that think about making things positive and all this. Come on, man. We live in a negative, raunchy world. You heard me. Yeah, I said it. We live in a negative, raunchy world where capitalism controls the dictates of everything that you do. Look, check this out, y'all. I am going to cut this at this juncture because I've said enough, right? And I believe it's in the best senses of boxing. But hit that damn subscription button, hit the like button, Drop a comment in the comment section and tell me what you think about what I'm saying, and whether there is too much nonsense associated with boxing. And on that note, I'll see you tomorrow.